everybody, and welcome to week 7. We've been working on our math concepts in the last week, and most people were telling me that the last week or so wasn't too bad as far as the workload, so hopefully that's the case for you. And I think this week will be another week that's kind of like that. I do want to let you have a little bit more practice on some of these math concepts and incorporating them before we move on to logic structures, which will start next week. Okay, I am adding one new concept this week, and I hope it helps you. It's just the idea of having an algorithm to design your program. So I'm sharing with you my simple 7-step algorithm for building simple programs. Hopefully, if you follow these steps in order, step by step, you'll find it a little bit easier to create these programs and you'll avoid making some mistakes. So it's a quick little short video to watch me talk about that. And then you do just have 2 programs to do this week, a little ChangeMaker program that tests your ability to use our math concepts and apply them, and a little pizza delivery program as well. And of course your journal entry. I guess the one thing I would like to repeat is your journal entries. Even if you're running behind, you have some huge problem, technical problem that prevents you from getting the programs done for the week, write your journal entry. Okay? Even if you're behind, take the time to do that. The journal entry kind of has 2 purposes. Number 1, to kind of help with your grade a little bit. If you get the journal entries each week, even if the programming is a little bit tough for you, the journal entries can save your grade a bit. And secondly, that's the place you can communicate to me that something's not going so well and what you kind of need help with. Okay, so be sure if other things don't get in on time, the thing that should be on time every week is the journal entry. And then what I would like to also repeat and clarify for some people, hopefully, is look at the feedback on the things you turn in. And to do that, you got over here on the right where it says setting, click on grades. Now, one thing to note, and there's not feedback to me on any of these because I don't turn them in, but you'll see this area that says feedback over here, right? That's just part of it. It's probably not very much. It's maybe just some simple comments in the end for me. To see the whole feedback in more detail, you have to click on the link over here for the assignment, and there's nothing in there on any of mine right now, but if you click on that link, then you'll see the rubric that I used to grade it and the specific feedback about why you lost a point or 2 in a particular part of the rubric. So this is just over here, this feedback is just maybe some comments from me. You need to look at the specific feedback so that you're not making the same mistakes over and over again. So make sure you do that each week. Also, since things are getting a little bit more complex, I do want to give you one more option to try to get a hold of me and get some help, and that would be there's a website out there called join.me. All right, and all my face-to-face classes are in the morning, so usually in the afternoon I'm on the computer working, and if you're sending me messages, I'm trying to answer those. Another option for you to get help is to go. We can do a live remote session through this join.me. Okay. Now, one thing that's very helpful is if you have a set of headphones with a microphone, because then we can talk. It's kind of hard. This allows us to do screen sharing, but if we have to communicate back and forth via the chat, it's kind of cumbersome to communicate real well via the chat. So if you have headphones with a microphone, you can hook those in, and we can even talk via the website, and that's real helpful. So what you need to do if you want to do this is you would send me a message in the course website first saying, hey, do you have time to do a remote session? And if you want to, you can even click start a meeting here first. And it's going to have you download this little applet that you have to run. And once you tell that to run, what happens here is, I think I clicked somewhere too quickly. Oh, okay, it's trying to do some sign up thing. You don't have to do a little sign up thing. But then what happens is at the top of your screen, there's a 9-digit code. Now, it's not, so there's this 9-digit code that shows up. So if you wanted to send me a message and say, Mr. Zettler, do you have time for a help session? Go to and join me and tell me the 9-digit number that you have. And then I can go to the website, say I want to join a meeting, put in that number, and then I can see your desktop. All right? And then this little like phone symbol over here, we can talk via the internet if you have headphones with a microphone, that kind of thing. So that's another option. If I'm available and online, if you start the meeting in join.me, we can connect to each other and I can see your desktop, and then we could give some help for that. Another option, of course, is for you, if you're struggling with an assignment, upload it. Tell me you uploaded it. I'll look at it. If it's kind of complex problems, I'll maybe make a little video that I shoot back to you about it. If it's something simple, I'll just send you a message back on how to do that, and then I'll revert your assignment back to draft status so that you can upload it again. All right. The last thing I would mention is, last week we had the basic math quiz. It was just simple 10 questions about the lesson the previous week about some of the math concepts in that lesson. I know we had some technical difficulties on Tuesday afternoon with that, and so I changed the site and just put a direct link in there to get there instead of having it embedded into the site. If you had problems getting in there or there was some other conflict with time to get that done, make sure you let me know so I can give you another opportunity to take it, because as of Wednesday, that link won't be live anymore. I will say, the next time we have a quiz, it'll probably be in a different format, because I really didn't like that setup. As far as, I think there's some ways I could do it where it gave you immediate feedback. What I will do is, once we get everybody through the quiz, I will post a video kind of going over the answers to that quiz, so that you know what you might have done wrong. Okay? So have a good week 7. If you have questions, send me a message, and don't be afraid to try to link up with me using that join.me website if you need some help, and I'm available. Have a good week.